Oh, hello. You again. Today's day 39, and I cannot tell you how sick and tired of juice I am. No, and here's the thing. If you're gonna do this, I can't even fathom. I've seen Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead a couple of times. I can't even fathom going another 20 days after this. I am so, like, to be fair, it would be an incredible amount of willpower to be able to stretch it out another 20 days. I can tell you right now, I ain't going to pull it off. And I have no interest whatsoever. I am looking forward to having this done. In fact, I'm sitting here drinking peppermint tea right now, simply because I don't want to drink this, which I've been struggling to finish today as it goes. So, I think my body is telling me that we're at the end. And that's for sure. We are at the end. Kind of an interesting day today. First day back to school. Boy, my Facebook's blowing up here. Apologies. Hearing the beep, 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 beep. Hi, Deanna. That was you. So the day was interesting today. It was my first day back to school in a couple of weeks, and so obviously they hadn't seen me in quite some time. And I had a lot of students today noticing the weight loss, which was kind of cool. It was kind of neat. It was really cute how many of them were so embarrassed to even ask. Like, one pulled me over and went, I know this isn't, like, okay to ask or anything, but you've lost a lot of weight, huh? Yes, I have. So I weighed in today for the first time since last Monday. So I was at 277 last Monday. I'm down another 5 pounds today at 272. Don't know if I'll ultimately break the 270 barrier by the time it's all said and done. Probably not. In that I'm going to basically be jumping from this into kind of coming off of this fast in the next little bit. So goal with that, I talked to the Loverins and I got some pretty cool recipes for green smoothies, and I think what I'm going to do is kind of segue from juice to some green smoothies for a little bit, add some things like banana and some stuff in there, different fruits and other things to kind of make it so that it's a little bit different and a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more variety, a little more diversity, even though it's mostly liquid still. Because I don't want to throw my body in complete shock. I mean, I am not running out off of this fast and going straight to Outback Steakhouse and ordering like a 32-ounce porterhouse. I would die. And the other thing that we've been thinking about a little bit here, it's weird to consider, and I don't know how many of you have been in this place before where you're at the end of a fast like this. I don't even know whether the things that I used to like, I'm still going to like. And that's a really weird concept to me, to a certain extent. Looking at it from a standpoint of, we were talking tonight, some friends of ours gave us some kefir grain to start making some kefir here at the house. And they were talking about, she had said, well, her husband doesn't really like strongly flavored things. And I went, oh man, the example they brought up was gorgonzola cheese. Love gorgonzola cheese. Love blue cheese. Just real strong, very sharp, just bitey cheeses. And I made the comment. I said, oh, I love that. And then I kind of thought to myself, but do I? I'm not even sure that I still do. And so there's going to be some time involved in coming off of this, trying to figure out, well, what do I like still? And I would imagine that some of that stuff is going to be just fine and it's going to be good coming off of this. But I can't help but think that after 40 days of just this stuff, that my taste buds will have changed a bit. And that's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining by any means. My taste buds needed to change. It was one of those deals where the kind of stuff that I was craving, the kind of stuff that I was enjoying and that I was putting in my face, ultimately is not the kind of stuff that's going to keep me alive. And I kept coming back to this scripture today. We look at in Deuteronomy. It's Deuteronomy 30, verse 19. It talks about calling heaven and earth as witnesses against the congregation of Israel. And this is totally out of context, so don't take me I'm not trying to say this was a health thing. But God clearly tells them, look, I put before you two choices. I've given you the choice of life and I've given you the choice of death. And, blessings and cursings. What are you going to pick? What's your choice? And, to a certain extent, food is kind of like that. It's like, look, you have choice out there. There are plenty of good, wholesome foods available, and there are tons of not wholesome, just garbage foods out there. And it's up to us to make essentially the right choice. And I've not, for the longest time, made that choice. And the one really cool thing about this, Gus commented on this on his video yesterday, and I think he's absolutely correct. If anything, or if nothing else, this fast has changed the way that I think about food. Now, that's a good thing because that, like I said, needed to change. But you take food for granted when you can just consistently run out and grab whatever you want, or you can grab something out of the fridge, or you can grab something out of the cupboard. You don't think about what you're putting in your face. You just grab and eat. And you're not even necessarily hungry. You're not even really enjoying your food sometimes. It's just, oh, I have to eat something. Or I'm bored. Or, oh, I don't feel good about myself. I'm kind of upset. And you mow down this food that you're not even sure why you ate it or what you even ate. There's no, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, no respect for the food, I guess, for lack of a better term. That's not really what I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. You're taking what you're eating for granted. And if that's garbage, then you're just shoving it in your face because it's quick, it's convenient, it's easy, it's fast. There's an article today on CNN about a teacher somewhere who basically lost a whole bunch of weight by eating nothing but McDonald's. And, that's the headline. But then when you go in and you read the article, what he chose was the healthier options that McDonald's offers. It's not like he lost all that weight eating a bunch of Big Macs. And the question is, there's a difference between weight and health. My naturopath said that it was kind of funny. He's like, you're the healthiest fat guy I've ever seen. From a standpoint of my blood work was incredible. Overall, my health was really, really good for as big as I was. He expected all kinds of stuff to be off the charts on the blood work, and it wasn't. And so there's a difference sometimes between weight and health, and I can contribute that entirely to the kinds of foods that Shannon's been cooking and that we've been eating in the house. I mean, she doesn't eat very poorly. I'm the guy who runs out and buys McDonald's and taquitos and all kinds of other stuff. And so, you can be thin and ridiculously unhealthy. Just because you're able to lose weight eating Big Macs or eating McDonald's food doesn't necessarily mean that that's a good idea. Okay, yeah, calorie deficit wins every single time, and it does, absolutely does. In fact, when we're done with this whole thing, I'm going to be working off of a bit of a calorie deficit, even while doing the Daniel plan. But the difference is, the calorie deficit that I'm going to be eating isn't 100-calorie snack packs. It's not, fat-free this or Diet Coke that. It's not engineered diet food. It's the food that God put on this planet for us to eat. And that's the kind of stuff that we need to be eating, and that's the kind of stuff that we need to be going through. So, as you may have noticed, as this video has progressed, I've been thinking a lot about food today because I don't want to drink this anymore. I don't want to. Seriously, don't want to anymore. It gets bad when you don't even, the last 2 or 3 days, I've only drank about 1 juice a day. 32 ounces tops. I'm just done. So done. So anyway, tomorrow is day 40. I can't even believe that we're at that point. So today's day 39. Tomorrow is day 40. We are officially done tomorrow. I'm going to wait and have my first bit of food on the 8th. I have kind of a weird thing coming up. I think I mentioned it in the video. I had an opportunity to do a medical society internship here in Salem, which is kind of a cool deal. They take teachers and they partner them up with different healthcare providers. So I have a chance to go see a pediatric doctor tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow afternoon a family practitioner who sounds really cool. I'm excited to actually meet her. Her name is Dr. Laura Knudsen, and she is super small micro practice, which sounds really, it just sounds cool. It's kind of a neat model for healthcare versus these giant HMO deals. It's like just her and her husband, and they run the whole place, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of along the lines of my naturopath, actually. On Wednesday morning, I get to spend 4 hours, and I'm really excited about this. I get to spend 4 hours doing a job shadow of neurosurgery. So I actually get to go in and work with Dr. Maurice Collada here in town, which is exciting. And kind of see how that's all going to work. He's a neurosurgeon, local neurosurgeon here. And then the last part of the day is going to be a little rough. It's oncology. And so it's a 4-hour oncology set, which I basically end the day with, unfortunately, a bunch of cancer patients. But hopefully all can go well and we can get a smile on their face and whatever else will be good. So, but I get to go and do that. So that's kind of exciting. So the thing is, though, I don't want to start throwing solid food into the mix all of a sudden on Wednesday, because I don't know what my body's going to do. I honestly don't know. It may make me sick as I'll get out to just sit and even eat watermelon or something. So I'm going to kind of juice Wednesday probably more like fast, and then start eating again when I get home. So I will shoot a video Wednesday, even though it's technically not day 40 anymore on Wednesday. I'll shoot the video anyway, just like it was. Talk a little bit, have my solid food on camera. and talk a little bit about some of the highlights of the fast and some of the other things as time has gone on. So just real quick exercise update this morning. I went and did my Couch to 5K. Today's the step up, so it actually jumped up to 90 seconds on, 2 minutes off. And I was surprised to see that my body actually took it just fine. This morning went really, really well. And it was cold. It was so cold this morning. It was frosty and icy and all kinds of stuff, and it was freezing. But the cold gear was worth every single penny. So note to self, buy more cold gear for winter running, because it was well worth it. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and cut this thing short. I've already gone over 10 minutes. But the fast is progressing. It's moving along, and I'm ready to be done. Oh, I'm so ready to be done. Tomorrow can't come fast enough, or Wednesday, I guess, can't come fast enough. Gus is starting tomorrow. He's going to have his food already tomorrow, so I'm a little jealous of that, but that's okay. We'll make it work. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, out 39 is over. Day 40 is yet to happen.